Maybe you're not lazy, right? Maybe you've spent so long feeling stuck that you've started calling it laziness. If that's true, then it changes everything, right? I mean, for a long time, I thought I was lazy. I wake up with ideas, big goals, a version of myself that I wanted to become, right? And by the end of the day, I've done almost nothing. I tell myself tomorrow will be different, right? I'll start tomorrow. Oh, next week I have a day off. I'll start then. And those weeks slowly turn into months, and those months turn into years. And after 1 year, you look back and you've done nothing with your goals, right? It happens every New Year. Let's be honest. I remember looking at people who seemed so driven, so ambitious, right? They would wake up early, they would stay consistent, they build businesses, brands. And I thought to myself, hmm, they had something I didn't. And it's not luck, it's not money, it's not connection, it's a small but strong word called discipline. They had more motivation, more willpower to just keep on going. Even if the results weren't there, they kept going. And the problem wasn't that I couldn't work hard or as hard as they could, but the problem was that I didn't know where I was working toward. My goal was not clear enough for me to figure out a path of how to get there. So I postponed every day. And it's a completely different thing. I mean, every goal has its own rewards, right? Its own checkpoints. And when you don't know where you're going, every road feels pointless, right? You never arrive at a destination. Every effort feels meaningless. Every setback just feels like proof that you should quit, right? So you tell yourself you're lazy, but what you're really feeling deep inside is disconnected to your goal, right? Disconnected from a future that exists inside of you, disconnected from a purpose that propels you forward. So what do most people do? They distract themselves, right? They scroll, they watch, they consume, and they stay just busy enough to avoid asking the real questions. What is it that I want, right? And that question is scary, understandable, right? Because once you answer it, you can no longer pretend that you're lazy. You become responsible for your own dreams, your own goals. So you have to either pursue it or admit that you're avoiding it. And that's very uncomfortable. So people stay distracted not because they are lazy, but because distraction feels safer than commitment. And here's something I wish someone told me earlier, right? Motivation is overrated. Motivation goes up and down. It comes and goes, but what stays is that word that I mentioned earlier, discipline, right? You don't have to wake up excited every morning. You don't always have to feel inspired to do the work. You just need to know where you're going, right? What is the end goal? By knowing that, you stop negotiating with yourself. You stop asking whether you feel like doing the work or whether it's a good day to do the work. You just do the work knowing that you're putting a step forward. Because direction creates discipline. knowing what the goal is creates a certain path to follow, not the other way around, right? I mean, the biggest shift in my life wasn't becoming more disciplined, it was becoming more honest with myself. I stopped asking, how do I become motivated? I started asking, what do I actually want out of this life, right? Not what do other people want, what do people see me doing, and what do I want in this life? And the moment I got clear on that, I got a clear vision on what it is that I wanted, everything became easier. Because suddenly there's no reason to struggle. I have a reason to sacrifice this time, this effort, because I'm pursuing a certain goal. So if you feel lazy, I want you to try something. Stop focusing on productivity. Stop searching for just another motivational video, however good that may be, right? Stop looking for the perfect morning routine, the perfect night routine, the perfect workout, and spend some time just figuring out what you want. What will make an effort worth it? What end goal do you have in your head? Make that as clear as day. And the question isn't whether it will be hard, because it will. You will spend many hours doing what you don't like without getting the results that you want. Maybe you've just been walking through life without a destination and you start moving. But once you find that something genuinely that matters to you, that gives you that feeling, you'll be surprised about how much energy you've had all that time. Not spending it watching videos or scrolling or doing this and that with that friend, but just investing in yourself. So before you call yourself lazy again, ask yourself this one question. Am I lazy or am I lost?